benefited all.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. Pass caught here by Osborne. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. For this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was an absolutely dominating shutdown performance for them because they shut down the run, they shut down the pass. I think at one point, the question was whether or not they could actually hold them to negative yardage for the entire game. That's how well they played. I don't know if those numbers can carry over to this one, but they do expect to play at a high level.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake, Prescott, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
Partner, do we still count this as the holiday season?
A little bit of a gray area, but I think you can.
Okay, well, we just passed it, right? Well, the gifts keep coming to our guy, don't they?
They do.
I mean, think about this now. Clinch the playoff spot. Offensive player of the week in Week 16. I think he's going to keep going. I think he's going to keep firing away. I don't think they pull back at all.
Yeah, and everybody for them rounding into form right. But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A lot of talk. And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me,
oh, Prescott stripped. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because...
oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Colts at 14-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
An absolute shutdown game for them. And watching the game film preparing for this one, that people tried to run it against them, nowhere to go. Tried to throw it, couldn't complete anything. An absolute dominating game.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 37. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Colts 39-yard line.
Once more, Gibson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Prescott now. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Michael Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are back within a score. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And now it's blocked. The Colts have it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid that can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Well, tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. KJ Osborne, 59 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. Indy set to go on offense once more. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Taylor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run the toss now with Gibson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pass out left, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. Touchdown, Colts! Jelani Woods. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, kill! 47, 26.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. first down. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Prescott goes right back to McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, 26 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
He's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
Gain of 26 yards. First down, Colts.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now this throw caught left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands of Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A second down throw for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now third down and very long. On the counter, Gibson. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. take over 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown! Michael Pittman. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Colts take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Prescott. Fighting through pressure. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 1st down, Prescott. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And a Tommy Adebawore able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Colts football and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. On play action, they'll throw. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They're going right back to Pittman. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. It's complete. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Colts' 36-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll look to throw here. A short throw pulled in by Woods. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 31 yards. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning Keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent gain, 35 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On the toss, there goes Andrews. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team,
they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down throw for Prescott. Short one here, caught by McBride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Prescott to throw it.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And again, it's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So that play much needed there, as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got another one to Johnston. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there for Indy. And even 60 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But
touchdown Colts!
Quentin Johnston.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Colts add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Cardinals. First and 10.
Prescott on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Prescott yet again.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Open man is Osborne.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Prescott now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
To the air again, Prescott. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
And the Colts coming out now.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And got his man complete. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They get this out left, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got a man here. It's Wilson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Prescott.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One last shot now for Prescott.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like point.